Hello, homeschool moms. This is the first video in my summer consultation series. And it says in Philippians 4:4, rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I say rejoice. In the Message Bible, it reads like this: celebrate God all day, every day. I mean, revel in Him. So you may think that celebrating your wins and accomplishments that you and your children have experienced in the last year will allow pride to take root. But when God is at the center of your homeschool, like I know He is, and all that you do, that He can be the center of your celebration. The Word tells us to be thankful in all things and to rejoice in all things. And I believe that as a mom who's been called to homeschool, the Lord is smiling down on you today and thinking, well done, my good and faithful servant. He wants you to enter into His joy, like it says in Matthew 25:21, where He says, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a little, and I will set you over much. Enter into the joy of your master. In this story, the master has entrusted various amounts of talents into the hands of his servants. And as they demonstrated faithfulness over all that they had been given, they received much more and were invited to enter into the joy of their master. I believe that in the same way you have taken the gifts that God has given you and in your children, and you have sown time and energy into your children every day, that God desires to bless you for your faithfulness, and that is cause for celebration. So I encourage you to stop and begin to gather and acknowledge the good fruit that has grown through your sowing. The sowing that you have done over the past year. I want you to celebrate the growth in each of your children. Celebrate your own personal growth as you have walked this year out with the Lord. And don't fall into the trap of just thinking that you need to celebrate the academic pieces. When I was a homeschool mom, I found that so much of what I had to celebrate each year was not found in academic growth, not found in what my children had achieved, but instead it was about the persons that they were growing into, or it was about the family connection times. The families that don't homeschool, they don't even get to experience that. So I would encourage you to take some time and put in writing the many wins or the blessings from this past year. It is those wins that will fuel and spur you on and prepare you for the next year. I have sat down for yearly consults with many a homeschool mom where it started with her saying, I don't feel like we did enough this year, only to find out that as we talked more, there was so much to celebrate. This is a piece of the summer consultations that I enjoy so much. So with that said, I invite you to reach out so we can get a date on the calendar for your own personalized homeschool summer consult.